Grain of Rice project was started in 2013 by my sister and we'd both spent time in Kenya volunteering and wanted to do something more long-term to help provide a dignified form of income for people particularly in the slums in Kenya. And now my husband, who's Kenyan, Edwin, and I are running Grain of Rice project together. Originally, Grain of Rice project started really small with just 3 artisans, and we had been part of a prayer group for women who were HIV positive. It was a way for them to come together and encourage each other. And we noticed that the women in this group were really talented with making beads and baskets and jewelry. And so we started with their talents, and from there, Grain of Rice project has continued to expand and to grow. So today we have artisans who come to our workshop. We're on the outskirts of the slum, and they make fair trade pieces that we sell, and it helps them to have a sustainable income to support their families and to send their kids to school. Our workshop is based in Kibera, and Kibera is the largest slum in East Africa, so no one knows exactly how many people live here, but it's estimated that there's between 250,000 to 1 million residents, and they live in about 1.5 mile square area. Most people live in one-room shacks that are made with mud and sticks, and they have a tin roof. There's no trash pickup, and so the garbage just mounts up, and litter is really abundant. There's raw sewage running everywhere, and people are living 6-7 people to a house, really close together. On the surface, Kibera can feel really hopeless, but if you look underneath all of this trash and garbage, there's actually a huge vibrancy and a lot of talent there. People are really resourceful because they have to be, and they figure out how to solve problems in their own environment, and they're good at coming up with creative ideas. And so it's this talent that we're trying to tap into and to help give people an opportunity. A lot of our pieces are made from recycled materials like paper, scraps of fabric, and leather, and this process of recycling and taking something that was once merely trash is really representing what we're all about at Grain of Rice Project. It's about finding beauty and hope amidst the hardship and the difficulties and making something new. So the goal is for us to give people a small opportunity and then take that opportunity and end up helping the family and the people around you so that it starts to impact the whole community and a ripple effect is created.
I had lost hope from the word go. I was born and brought up in Kibera. I was thinking to myself of how I would change the life that I was living, but through the small experiences that I have had, I have come to realize that I'm able to change the life that I'm living from what I was to whom I would want to be in future. Initially, before starting to work with Grain of Rice, life was really hard. We would go days without eating. We could only have 1 meal a day. That was dinner. Since I started working with Grain of Rice, life has really changed. At the moment, I can afford to have both the meals. My life has also changed in spiritual perspective. We always do devotions every morning, and we encourage one another. Part of our goal is to show a picture of how life can be beyond Kibera.
At Grain of Rice, we also run programs for kids and youth. One of those programs is GORP Kids. The kids in our program meet after school and on Saturdays. We provide a literacy-based program that's about creative, critical thinking in a Christian context. We want to empower these kids to think outside of the box and to come up with new solutions that will help them to be problem solvers in their communities and to know that it's possible for there to be life beyond the slums. The kids in the program are selected based on need, and they're sponsored to attend a local school as well. We've had many kids who've been sitting out of school for an extended period of time because they couldn't pay their school fees. So this is a huge opportunity for them. In the evenings, we also have a GORP football team program for boys in their teens and early 20s. Football is called soccer in Kenya, and not only does the team provide a way for them to have fun, but it gives them a sense of belonging. We mentor boys through a Saturday morning Bible study and through meeting together for practices and matches.
One of the outstanding things that most of the footballers in Kibera like about Grain of Rice is that it gives them a sense of belonging, it gives them a place where they can feel as home, it gives them a place where they can see love in their true face. There's been a very great progress. Most of the players from the street have gotten a chance to play in the Grain of Rice football team, and most of them have gotten the opportunity also to showcase their talent even to the national level. Being in Grain of Rice has been of great advantage in that most of the players have been given the equipment to train. Some of us have gotten a job.
So we believe that each of these opportunities are like that one small grain of rice that can make a difference in people's lives. And when you support Grain of Rice Project through purchasing fair trade pieces, like our jewelry, our bags, our accessories, or when you sponsor a child, or when you support one of our teachers, or our soccer program, then you are also that grain of rice. Because together we're bringing hope. And every time you support Grain of Rice Project, you're changing people's lives across the globe. And you are that single grain of rice that's tipping the scale.